deflected. Okay? This is the long head of the tricep here, and then the medial head of the tricep is this little thin thing right there. And then underneath it on the outside, so these are all triceps from here on back. This is the, now they can't see, but this is the brachialis right there. There you go. This is brachialis right there. And then on the medial side, we said this is the lateral head, long head of the tricep. That's the same muscle right there. If you can't find it, you're going to have to remove the epitrochlearis, which lies like a flat, thin sheath over the top right here. So biceps brachii is this muscle right here. Brachialis is right there. Long head of the tricep, lateral head of the tricep, and again medial head of the tricep. Now if we go to the forearm, when they remove the skin, it's kind of hard to keep this one intact, but when they removed it, they cut the brachioradialis, which is this muscle here. That's the other end right there. So brachioradialis is the first one. And it's going to have, there's a nerve right here that they also cut. You see that nerve right there? That's the superficial branch of the radial nerve, which comes out right in here. Once I fold that back, you can kind of see there's a nerve coming right there. But anyway, then the next muscle underneath it, this is going to be extensor carpi radialis. And then this is going to be extensor digitorum communis, this one right here. We'll separate those two very quickly. Extensor carpi radialis is right here. Extensor digitorum communis. Extensor digitorum lateralis is right there. And extensor carpi ulnaris is right here. Now, these extensors will be on this side of the ulna. This is ulna, and I can feel when I rub my hand over it, I can feel the ulna bone right there. And on this side, what you have is the first muscle. It almost looks like a fish in the sense it's kind of got this white sheen to it. This is the palmaris longus. So if I can lift it up. So that's palmaris longus, and this is what I would call a marker muscle. Easy to identify. That's why I call it marker muscle. Easy to identify. So you know that anything, if we test you on this, by the way, our test is going to be at 1:30, not at 12:30. So it'll take the TAs and I a little while to get it all set up. Okay? So you guys will come in. That way it'll give you an hour to study beforehand and give us an hour to set up. So if we were to test you on the flexors, I would test you from this side. The extensors would be with the cat laying face down. Okay? So if you feel that bone, everything on this side of the bone is going to be flexor. So here's your marker muscle, palmaris longus. So we're going to say everything on this side of the palmaris longus, this side of the palmaris longus is going to be flexor carpi ulnaris. There's actually a couple heads to that and other muscles below it. We're not going to get into that. So everything on this side of palmaris longus you're going to call flexor carpi ulnaris. Everything on this side of palmaris longus in here is going to be flexor carpi radialis. On the radial side, on the ulnar side. Okay? And the last one is also a marker muscle. This one's kind of triangular shape. It's big at its origin and fairly small and thin at its insertion. This is called the pronator teres. So it's triangular shape. So you'd say, okay, that's pronator teres. I know that because it stops right here and it's fairly big at its origination. And I know that this is palmaris longus, so the one between it's got to be flexor carpi radialis. So once again, pronator teres, flexor carpi radialis, palmaris longus, flexor carpi ulnaris. Okay? And then on this side, once again, we have brachioradialis here and here. Extensor carpi, because we're on the extensor side, extensor carpi radialis, extensor digitorum communis, extensor digitorum lateralis, and extensor carpi ulnaris. Okay? So this is extensor carpi ulnaris, this is flexor carpi ulnaris. One is extending and the other one is flexing.